This is ridiculous. The remote that I normally use to control my teleprompter, which I previously did a review of and guess I'll have to update now, decided that it was going to retire tonight. So if you happen to notice me using my Xbox One controller, mind your business. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the industry standard stage microphone, the Shure SM58, and putting it up against the Phenyx PTU-71 Wireless Microphone kit to see if it's right for you. Until the end of the video, all the audio will be raw so you can hear exactly how this microphone performs. I've had this kit for about 2 months now, give or take, and have been putting it through some pretty rigorous tests. As is often the case with budget-friendly gear such as this, a lot of worship groups, DJs, karaoke hosts, and so on utilize and review equipment like this, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, I'm in a local rock band, and we play in a lot of different locations from small bars to big outdoor events like Leesburg Bike Fest, and we cover a wide range of artists from Green Day and Blink-182 to Linkin Park and System of a Down. So that's a pretty broad spectrum of locations and vocal styles, and I needed to know that this kit would be able to handle what we'd be throwing at it. By the way, if you're into 90s and 2000s rock and would like to support us in a free and easy way that makes a big difference for us, I'll leave our social media links down in the description below. I'll also be bringing in my vocalist a little later in the video to help demonstrate some things. Now before we go any further, I do want you to know that Phenyx sent me this kit for the sake of this review. However, they have no say in the contents of this video, nor do they get to see it before it's published. So you can rest assured that these thoughts and opinions are my own. And for what it's worth, in my experience, Phenyx has always encouraged brutal honesty anyway. At the time of this video, the kit sells for around $150, and you can find the links for it in the description down below. And if you use those links, I'll get a little kickback from your purchase that doesn't alter your price, but does help to support these fun little endeavors of mine. Even if you don't make a purchase, do please consider dropping a like and a follow, because those numbers matter too. The kit comes with the wireless receiver, 2 wireless microphones, a pair of anti-rolling rings so you can lay the microphone on its side without fear of it running away from you, 4 AA batteries, a 1/4 inch to 3.5 millimeter adapter, a 1/4 inch cable, and some rubber feet for the bottom of the receiver. You may notice that I didn't mention mic clips. And that's because, unfortunately, they aren't included with this bundle, and your standard SM58 clip isn't going to cut it, because the diameter of these is significantly larger. This was a bit of a bummer to me, because I feel like they could have been included without much in the way of added cost. That said, you will be able to find some suitable ones online without breaking the bank, but if you want to incorporate this into your rack setup, you'll have to purchase the mounting kit directly from Phenyx for an additional $30. As I mentioned, this kit comes with 2 microphones, which can either offer you a backup or mics for 2 vocalists simultaneously, as the unit is designed with 2 balanced outputs. This means no shared channels between vocalists. Each person can sound exactly as they need to sound, and in the case of monitoring, there's no concern of bleed from one vocalist to another. It's essentially like having 2 wired mics without the wires. The microphones feel rugged and well built, are made of metal with the exception of the end caps, and offer what has thus far been a really impressive battery life. Most recently, we've made it through a 6-hour rehearsal, a 2.5-hour show, and the battery indicator still shows it as full. The receiver itself doesn't feel quite as robust, but it is still all metal, and it's not meant to be tossed around or dropped anyway. The receiver also has an auto scan feature that searches for the cleanest frequency in your location, and the IR sync makes it super convenient to quickly link your microphone to that selected frequency. Let's face it, sometimes when you're out there in the heat of battle and need to make a quick change, you can feel a lot of pressure to remedy things quickly, and so having the ability to do that efficiently is a huge win for gigging musicians. While I have no way of physically measuring it, the wireless distance for the microphone has been great. The only time we've ever experienced any drops or cutouts as a result of distance was when we were further away than we'd ever actually be during a real performance. And I do mean pushing the limits. As far as the sound quality, I find the mics to be crisp and clean, but they are a bit sensitive to plosives. This can be largely avoided with proper mic technique, and in our case, during performances, we tend to roll off a lot of that low end where the plosives live anyway. So for us, it's been a non-issue, but it is something that I want you to be aware of. To further compare these mics, we're going to do a couple of tap tests and some handling tests, starting with the SM58. that we got that out of the way, I'm going to bring in my friend and vocalist Jeremy to do some quick demonstrations. The purpose of these demonstrations is not to impress you with performance or vocal capabilities, but to give you an idea of how the Phenyx mic sounds while using different techniques.
Yeah.
As we finish off this video, I've added some compression and EQ in post in the way that you would typically expect to hear for spoken word. That way you can get an idea of how these microphones sound when processed. As far as the kit itself goes, I'm really impressed. I feel like for $150, you're getting a lot of bang for the buck. And thus far, the kit has performed really well for us. Is it going to meet or exceed the expectations of a Shure unit that is double the price? No, probably not. But if you have that kind of expectation, then you should probably also expect to pay that kind of money. And this unit likely isn't directed at you anyway. If you're part of a small band like we are, though, and you're looking to be free of your shackle-like cable so that you can freely roam the stage without fear of getting tangled, then I think this is absolutely for you, and I highly encourage you to consider one for yourself. So that's it. If you have any questions about the Phenyx PTU-71, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. In the meantime, I want to say thanks to Phenyx for sending this out to me, and as always, thanks to you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it to be both helpful and informative, and if you did, please consider doing the things that most people on YouTube ask you to do at the end of their videos. I'd really appreciate it. Did you do it?